Look at that.
Welcome back to day 2 of making Super Bowl snacks for your Super Bowl party or just any party that you might want to have. So for today's recipe, we're going to be making a strawberry sponge cake, whipped cream, strawberry shortcake kind of recipe. First off, we're going to start by making our strawberry compote. So let's go and do that.
Let's turn our pot on. Just gonna do a medium between 4 and 5 kind of deal. Frozen strawberries here today that we'll be using. Normally I would recommend using not frozen strawberries. These hold a lot more water, so we might not need to add any water to this. I'm gonna do 3 cups. I'm gonna make a lot because I might need some for our next recipe. Next, we're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now, depending on the fruit that you use, you may need to use more or less sugar if you're using a really sweet fruit. 1 tablespoon of water. Normally we would do 3, but because I'm using frozen strawberries, they're gonna have a lot of water in them already. And this would probably go much faster if these were defrosted already. While we're waiting on these to simmer and break down into a nice gooey looking compote, let's work on our dry ingredients. We're going to do 1 1/4 cups of 1-to-1 gluten-free flour, 1/2 cup of our all-purpose gluten-free flour, 7/8 of a cup of cane sugar. I don't know if this is more closer to 3/4 of a cup. It's okay if it is. We're going to be topping it with strawberries and whipped cream. 1 heaping teaspoon of baking powder, but you know what I think I'm going to do since it's gluten-free? I am just going to do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Let's give it a whisk up, combine everything. Okay, perfect. And we're just gonna let this chill for a minute because our strawberry compote is not done yet. Let me update you guys. Y'all, delicious. And y'all, it smells good. So it's been probably at least 10 minutes. I did up the stove temperature a bit, just because it was not even bubbling at all. So I'm having it straight on medium now. And what we're looking for is for all of the strawberries to get broken down. And then this turned into a nice, like, you know, gooey, thick sauce. It's reducing quite a bit very well. So you know what, I'm going to just turn it down a bit back to like between level 3 and 4, just so that nothing starts burning, okay? It's been a couple more minutes now and it is looking nice and thick. And of course it will thicken up a little bit after we take it off the burner. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it like this because I do want it to be spreadable in our batter, and then whatever's remaining we'll use as a topping as well. Let's preheat the oven. Now for our wet ingredients, we need 2/3 of a cup of oil plus 1 tablespoon. So there's 1/3. I think this is like a gross amount of oil, but it's the recipe, y'all. I'm gonna overflow this just a hair because we might need extra liquid for our gluten-free flour. Okay, y'all, I was supposed to do the sparkling water first. My bad. We need 1 cup of sparkling water. I'm using an AHA. We'll give that a little bit much. My bad. Orange and grapefruit. Just do a splash of vanilla. That's my little addition to the recipe. Okay, I'm gonna mix it. It says not to over mix, so we're just gonna try our best. I think because of the bubbles. Okay, if I can get it off of the whisk. I'm gonna switch to a wooden spoon just to make sure we don't end up over mixing it here. I'm not sure because we're using gluten-free flour if like this is even something we should be worried about, but we don't want to lose too much of that aeration, so I'm gonna call that good. Cross my fingers. We're gonna pour our batter, all of it into our square pan. So now what we're going to do is drop a few dollops of our strawberry compote, only on half. Well, let's see how this turns out. We've popped it in the oven at 355 and we're gonna bake it for about 40 to 45 minutes. It has been 40 minutes, y'all. Look at how good the strawberry swirling did. Okay, I can see a weird circle in the middle. So we're gonna stab our toothpick right in the center and do a toothpick test. Oh my god, amazing. Okay, we are done after the 40 minutes. I'm not gonna ruin that. Now that our cake is cooled, now what we need to do is make our whipped cream. So today I'm going to actually just make it from scratch using the Silk whipping cream because it is delicious. Let's go. We got our frosty bowl and our frosty beaters. Using our Silk whipping cream today. And I'm going to do 1 cup of our whipping cream. And then we're just gonna put a splash of vanilla. All right, we are looking good and thick, so let's put in some sugar now. I have our wholesome sweeteners, icing sugar, so I'm just gonna do 1/4 cup. That might just be enough. We'll just taste it. I also probably only beat it for like 30 seconds to a minute. And let's beat again. Alrighty, y'all, it is looking perfection. It is looking so freaking good. You have to make sure you don't over whip this or it can just die. I'm gonna throw this in the fridge for now. Okay, I'm gonna cut it in half. Alrighty, let's grab one out. Oh, that looks so freaking good, you guys. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Let's try and cut these up so we can make like little sandwiches. Let's do in half, C's. And the bottoms of those, the other ones were kind of sticky, which I notice happens a lot when you have like when you add fruit, the bottoms can be a little bit sticky. This other half seems to be actually like excellent. A little sticky maybe. Like this. Cute little squares. I think it's gonna be best just to freeze these for like 15 minutes and then we'll cut them in half because it'll be way easier to cut and they won't just shred. I think they're little chilly for cutting, so let's try and cut one. Okay, it's definitely better. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much perfect. It's a little tougher on the edges. Perfect. Okay, I'll do a couple. I'm so excited for this. So here's our strawberry filling, the leftovers. I just had them in the fridge. It looks like jam. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Want a nice thick layer. Our whipped cream from in the fridge. Oh, okay. This is just gonna squish out everywhere, y'all. This is gonna be amazing. We'll try and evenly spread it so maybe it can squish evenly. It's probably not gonna happen. Let's top it. Oh, I definitely overdid this. Look at it squishing out everywhere, you guys. Oh, look how good. OMG. Okay, do not over squish like me. Look how good though. I'm just gonna like scrape it onto this one. Yeah, you could probably do like so much less. Don't be like me. Okay, but like delicious. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh my god, that's so good. There he goes. Man, the cake is sweet. The strawberries have a little bit of tart to them, and then the whipped cream is like a cool sweet cream. Oh, these are so good. That will be it. There's your 2 options. These will also be good for Valentine's Day too. You can also just square these up and like top them with the strawberries and whipped cream instead, so you can just eat them with a fork. There's so many things you could do with this. I forgot to mention, I just want to say one thing, is that when I was building these, this whipped cream actually got a little watery and I had to like re-stir it just with my spoon. It was fine. It didn't like ruin the whole batch, but I would say if you're using this whipped cream, make sure it's chilled or put it in the freezer, or like maybe I didn't mix it enough, but it has been sitting out for a little bit. So if you use this kind, make sure you put it on like very last right before you serve this kind of thing. Unless you froze them, you could probably assemble them and freeze them. Just wanted to let you guys know it will get watery. Okay guys, I was just making these up for Clay to eat, and I thought, you know what, these actually look really good halfway. So I know I said you can chop them like a little square, but I would say cut them in half because they look so cute like this. That will be it for this Super Bowl finger food. You have two options there. I'll see you in the next video for the third and final, no, not the third final item, the third item in another video. Bye!